today I'm going to be showing you how I got this holiday makeup using a whole bunch of new holiday launches. We're going to do like a chit chat, get ready with me style video. I'm also going to show you how I got this hair, which is actually quite simple. I like to call it my holiday hair, but in reality it's just like my curly hair looking its absolute best. This video is in a collaboration with and sponsored by Dyson. I'm so excited to be working with them, and no, I'm not going to show you how to easily vacuum up a smashed palette using one of their snazzy vacuums. We're talking about this guy. It is the Dyson Supersonic. You may notice that this one is in black and purple, which is exclusive to DysonCanada.ca, and it's just the most beautiful, sleek machine hair dryer. It feels almost wrong to call it a hair dryer. It's so snazzy. So I'm going to be showing you how I use this to achieve this look, and I just want to address this. If any of you are like magnetic fans out there, that's so incredibly satisfying. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Starting out with the actual design, of course, it looks incredibly different than your average hair dryer, and it does take a little bit of time to get used to, but it's actually quite light in the hand, easy to manipulate. I used to actually lean on my towel rack in my bathroom, which is a very dangerous practice, and now I don't have to do that anymore. So it has 3 sets of lights on either side, which show you where you are for airflow, and then the temperature of the air as well. Super easy. And then it has 3 different magnetic attachments. I actually took this into my hairdresser to get her to test it out. She was so impressed and thought it dried my hair super quickly, and she gave me a beautiful blowout with one of the attachments. Then there's also a thinner attachment for even more sleek looks, and I primarily use the diffuser attachment, which is great for curly hair, and then I'll actually use it sometimes without the attachment, which you'll see today. To start my hair, I'm using the highest airflow and the highest temperature with the diffuser, and essentially I'm working my way around my head, laying my curls in the diffuser. And although I'm using the highest heat and the highest airflow setting, the diffuser of course diffuses and diffuses some of that airflow. And one of the biggest differences I've noticed since using this hair dryer is how it really sets my curls into place, and day 2, 3, and 4 curls look way better than they ever had, and that's something I've always struggled with, is trying to figure out how to manage my curls days after they've been blow dried, and this just does such a good job setting them in place and reducing the frizz. For the next step in my drying process, I'm reducing the heat by 1 level, and I'm actually removing the diffuser attachment. This does such a good job when there's no attachment on it for getting in at my scalp. My scalp, I obviously have a ton of hair, and I always kind of left the bathroom thinking my hair was dry, and it was not, because at the root and in the kind of innards of my hair, which are really hard to get at. So when I remove the attachment and I can just get there in at my scalp, and this also helps to add a little bit of volume, because when I'm diffusing it, it really helps to define the curl, and then this next step helps to add all of that volume. And then similar to how I use cold water at the end of my hair wash, I use the cold shot at the end of my blow dry. I think it adds some shine to my hair, and then it also just feels really good after blow drying your hair. And of course, there's no denying that this is not a cheap product, but I really think that the value is there, and it may not be for everybody, but I have seen such amazing results using this. It has made my hairstyling journey just so much easier, and I really feel like the value is there. So if you were debating it or wanted to put on your Christmas list, I think you should do it. So now that my curls are properly dried and zhuzhed, if you have curly hair, you know the importance of zhuzhing your curls, it's time to move on to makeup. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be using some new holiday stuff, some stuff that's new to me. So kind of like a get ready with me, testing new holiday makeup / super glam makeup, because I haven't done glam makeup in a while, and I really want to put a ton of stuff on my face today. So I'm going to be using the new Benefit Pearl Primer, which is a part of their Professional line. It's supposed to be a little bit more luminous, but still blur your pores. And then because glam makeup, we're going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock. This is their new mattifying primer, so I'm just going to put this one down the center of my face. And not to ruin my super beautiful curls here, I'm just going to tuck these behind the ears. So I'm going to put this all over my face and kind of pat it into my skin, because it is supposed to be kind of a pore filling primer, so that way it will actually fill your pores and kind of smooth your skin out. Ooh, it smells really good, but kind of like vitamins, but like children's vitamins. And then I'm going to put the L'Oreal one just down the center of my face, hopefully help mattify. I've only used this once or twice so far. For foundation, I'm using the Pure Bare It All foundation, which I've really been enjoying lately, and I'm going to be using it with this new holiday brush from Sephora. It's their Pure Flawless Airbrush, and it's in kind of like this what would you call it, like oil slicky sort of packaging, which is beautiful. This foundation is like super creamy, just looks so good on the skin. And this brush is quite small, but I actually like it for foundation. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel. I was kind of thinking maybe I'd use it for like cream blush or something, but it's different for sure, but I like it. Let me know what you guys are up to for the holidays. Are you doing anything? Are you staying home? Are you going anywhere? I'm actually not going home for Christmas this year to Newfoundland for the first time since I moved to Toronto, which is insane. It's weird, like I've never not been home for Christmas, so I'm still gonna be with my family. We're going to Vancouver Island. Oh, that's a lie actually. I went to I went to Halifax in grade 5 for Christmas to be with my aunts, I remember. And I was an unattended minor on a plane. I flew by myself, and I had to wear this tag that said unattended minor on it, which in hindsight, I'm like, is that smart to be like, this child is alone? Even though I wasn't alone, like I had a flight attendant with me the whole time. But that, oh my God, I thought it was so cool. And I brought my violin with me. Okay, I'm just gonna conceal a little bit. I swear we'll get to the holiday stuff momentarily. I'm just having all these memories now from that trip in grade 5. I also remember spending all of my savings, although I feel like my aunt subsidized a lot of the price tag, on this doll that was like a baby, but then it literally grew and went from like being a baby to like talking, and I'm almost positive that it walked, and you like fed it a bottle, and then eventually as it grew, you moved up to food. That was insane. That was so cool. I wonder if that's still at my house. Let me know if there's any like toys or anything that you remember like saving up for and buying, and like how pumped you were. I miss that. That's the thing I miss about Christmas the most, is like not getting any toys. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using this Smashbox Drawn In Decked Out Sculpting Cheek Palette, which I actually really like. I look so pale right now, and with my hair behind my ears, oh my God. We've got to sort this out quickly. But a lot of the time, holiday face palettes don't work for my skin tone, but this actually is really, really nice. So there's a nice yellow powder in here I'm going to use to set my under eyes. But yeah, I miss getting toys on Christmas because, you know, like Christmas Day, once all the gifts are open and stuff, you're just like, I remember loving playing with my toys or my video game or whatever it might be. A few Christmases ago, I actually was missing it so much that I re-downloaded Sims on my computer and played Sims for like a couple hours. I was like, I need a toy. I need something to do. This is no fun. I brought you in closer to do my eyes. On my eyebrows, I used the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil on my eyes. I got it. It is the Warm Brown Obsessions from Huda Beauty. So I've gone ahead and primed my eyes. I'm going to put this kind of cream shade all over my lid here. Shades are a little bit powdery, but I don't mind that. Also, while we're up close and personal with my face, you can see that my curls look really good, if I don't mind tooting my own horn. I find that my hair actually starts to have a little bit of shine to it, which is something that has never happened before with my hair. And you can see that there's very minimal frizz in my curls as well. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade here in my crease. It's just like a really light kind of crease shade, which I like. It's like kind of non-committal. Like you're not going to mess it up, at least on my skin tone anyways. Next, I'm going to use this shade. I think it's just so incredibly unique. I love when the holidays roll around and I want to like start going a little bit more glam with my makeup. It's just a lot of fun to play. To add a little bit more definition, I'm going to add this shade in here. Focusing this more on the outer corner and kind of towards the lid. While I've got this shade, I'm just going to run it on my lower lash line too. Are any of the holiday collections catching your eye? Do you pick them up yourself, or do you wait for like someone to get them for you for the holidays? Or do you just ask for like a gift card straight up and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get it myself. I know I look a little sickly right now, but it'll come together, I swear. I'm gonna use this a deep brown shade here. So far, I'm really liking this palette. Blends really nicely, the mattes are good. On my lid, I'm going to be using this Extra Dimension eyeshadow from the MAC Snowball collection, which I've been dying to show you. It's just such a pretty shift that I've been wanting to show you. There she is. Okay, I stuck down a glitter primer. I found it wasn't like sticking properly. So these definitely work miles better with a glitter primer. It's amazing what some mascara and liner can do to an eye look. I was kind of doubting myself. I was like, should I start over? I don't know if I really like this. So then I put on some liner. I used the Kat Von D liquid liner along with these mascaras, the Maybelline Total Temptation and this really cute Benefit Holiday They're Real. And it definitely came together a lot more. And that is the same can be said for bronzer, because right now I'm looking like a real moon face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Becca Après-Ski face palette, and I'm gonna use the bronzer out of here. And I'm going to bronze up my skin, looking a little bit flat. Do you have like a favorite, I know I'm asking you so many questions, but I truly am curious. Do you have like a favorite makeup thing to do? Because I think bronzing my forehead is like one of my favorite things to do. I don't know what it is, but like when I bronze my forehead, I'm like, ah, yes. Things are coming together. Bronzing in general, actually, but definitely bronzing the forehead just brings me some really weird satisfaction. I'm going to contour as well because we're going super glam, so I'm going to use this contour shade out of the Smashbox palette. I'm just going to use it on my cheeks here to chisel those a little bit. This is a really nice contour shade. And just around my forehead, just slightly, not as much as I did the bronzer because it is so cool toned, it'll look super unnatural. I mean, not that this is a natural makeup look, but I'm actually gonna use the blush out of here as well. I'm thinking I might actually travel with this palette. It seems to work really well for me. Super pretty, kind of peachy shade with a little pink in there, a little shimmer. You can see the glow. I was super overwhelmed when I was trying to pick out a highlighter to wear today because there's just so many holiday highlighters. I mean, there's definitely worse problems to have. So I'm gonna use the MAC Snowball Collection. This is actually a face powder, so it's not actually a typical highlight, but I do wanna try it on the cheekbones. And then I'm gonna use it in combination with this Pop Beauty Stellar Light Prismatic Pop, and this seems so pretty. It also has a bit of like a pinky glow to it because I'm not going for like a typical gold eye red lip look, although I do love that. I thought I would kind of mix it up and go with something a little bit more glam, but like this warm pink hue, so I figured this goes really perfectly with that. So let's try this MAC face powder. Oh, that's actually quite pretty. It has more glow than I was expecting. When you swatch it, it doesn't have a ton of glow. And then on the top of my cheekbones, I'm just gonna add a little bit of the Pop Beauty highlight. This feels really good. Super glowy. And then for my lips, even though this isn't a holiday launch, it is so pretty and I think it could make a great gift anyways. It is one of the Too Faced Sweet Peach lipsticks. I haven't used these yet and I want to. Such a pretty package. Nice creamy formula too. And then to kick it up a notch, I'm gonna be using this Bite Beauty Prismatic Cream Gloss, and you can see in the swatch here on my hand, it has a ton of pink reflect in it, so you can totally wear it on its own and it's like super bold and crazy and beautiful, or you can top a lipstick with it and it just gives this kind of like, look at that, beautiful pink hue, and it kind of ties in with the eye look without it making it like too much like a costumey or anything. So here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I had so much fun putting so much makeup on my face. And as you'll see, my hair has actually kind of grown a little bit and taken its final form. Right after I blow dry it, the curls are super tight and really defined, and then it kind of falls a little bit within 30-45 minutes and takes its final form. And one big thing that I want to note about this Dyson Supersonic is that I would go into drying my hair with other dryers not really knowing the end result. Curly hair is super unpredictable. It does whatever it wants, but I find this hairdryer actually kind of puts it in its place, and I've come out having a really good hair day every day. So I will link to it down below. It is at dysoncanada.ca. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!